Breed.
Raw Breed in effect.
Yeah,
Boogie
yeah.
Down Bronx
Alexander
natives.
the Great.
Nick Swift.
Word up. Mark Rippin' Kid.
DJ Solo
Sam
Fresh.
Swing.
Psychedelic. Word is
man
born.
John
G, romance in
And we
effect.
blowing up for the year 93, and we ain't taking no shit.
Yeah, word.
If I can.
Yeah, I came up with the name Raw Breed. We was thinking about a hardcore name, and I couldn't think of nothing. Not a hardcore sense. We trying to compliment all the facets of the crew. Each member of the crew, we different from each other, so you know, I could try to come up with a name to compliment us in a sense. I came up with Raw Breed, and I told the crew, they loved it, and you know, it just identifies us, you know, as a group.
And when you think of a breed, as a breeder,
What you
we
think
make
about,
children and stuff like that, but we came out a little ill, little lopsided, abnormal brain cells.
Looney,
Sick.
mad Looney, mad Looney, mad Looney.
Word up.
On our first track, when we first originally got together, we had everything clean. We did this track. We was a group by the name High Society. We kind of like was ill, but it wasn't really there. We wasn't really ready. So we got the group, we formed it. We had a couple of tracks, you know, Feel So Good. And then we came out with a track called Hard Life and Rolling Deep, which got rotation on BLS Sticks and my man Doug over here, because he got a
word up.
connection with Silver D and
Word up.
you know, you
Peace to
tell him
Silver D.
about that.
Word up.
Yeah, and that's how we started.
King Capri,
And from
word is
that, we
born.
rolled on. Then we met up with Sidney Mills and D Square, and they
Ultramagnetic
put us
in
on.
effect.
Word up.
Ultramagnetic was in the house.
Ultramagnetic was
They
the
helped
first.
out.
Word up, they was the first to put us in the lab.
Hip-hop
Word up.
originators.
Word up, put us in the
Launch
lab.
us in the house,
You know,
too.
started
Word
us up. You know, got us some props, went over to my man Sam Crib, you know what I'm saying,
Shout out
started
to
working
Paul
on
C, word up.
demos, word up,
Rest in
Paul
peace.
C, rest in peace, Paul C.
rest in
You know what I'm
peace.
saying, we needed to do what we had to do and we did it, word up, and now we here.
It took us 5 years to actually, you know, get to know the right people to make the connections to get a record deal.
And it took us a long time to find the right people that believed in us.
Well, yo, Continuum, you know what I'm saying? Basically, my man Sidney Mills, D Square, you know what I'm saying? We knew them from back in the days. We did some shows with BDP, you know what I'm saying? They liked what we had, you know what I'm saying? We came to them, we got our demo together. You know, basically, we went to the studio, got some more raw stuff together.
It's a combination of a lot of elements. It's not like, you know, I like everything. I like jazz, reggae, Latin music. I like rock and roll, you know, all kinds of elements.
We just trying to be different. We don't want to sound like nobody else. We just want to have a new wave, you know, a new wave of like their lyrics and my sound, and that's it, the concept.
Originality, being yourself, not trying to be anybody else, always staying the same, because a lot of people fall in that slot. Okay, I understand you want to be with a gang or a posse and stuff because they're having fun, but you know, if you always be yourself, then you always stand by yourself, because on the bottom line, it comes down to you. What are you doing for the rest of your life? Well, you ain't gonna be hanging out with your posse for the rest of life, or your gang or whatever. They're not gonna be there. Nobody, even if they look out, but being different means being yourself.
We came up with the concept for the album Lune Tunz. You know, we just started writing. What we did is we wrote a whole bunch of cartoon, Looney Tune titles on paper, came up with Rabbit Stew. We said, well, what's Rabbit Stew about? So we broke it down in terms like, you know, a lot of rappers say, yo, I'ma stew your crew, or, you know what I'm saying, silly rabbit. So we took it to that next level. Like, it's on a cannibalism vibe. We just literally breaking it down how we eating MCs in each verse. If you listen to the record, so you gotta listen. A lot of people hear the hook, Rabbit Stew, and they can't get into it. They close their mind off, say, oh, Rabbit Stew, what's that? You know what I'm saying? You gotta listen to the record and know that we breaking it down, how I'm chopping limbs off and putting stuff into a pot. My man Nick talking about, you know, making actually a meal out of an MC.
Well, Rabbit Stew is strictly about mutilation of rappers. We felt everyone's on that gunslinging stuff, so we wanted to take a cannibalistic approach and something that's totally different, you know? From the norm, everybody want to be a gangster. You know, we just make conceptualized music.
We're not trying to act like we gangsters or murderers or something like that. Although some of us in our group do live the lifestyle. I wouldn't tell you who does and who doesn't. But some of us in our group do live that lifestyle, but we didn't try to promote that way because we feel that the next generation is going to hear us.
We're in competition with each other. Each of us try to burn each other, you know? I think I'm the man in the crew. He think he the man, he think he the man. And it's just a constant competition, which, you know, makes the crew come out as, you know, best as they can, you know, make his music as best they can.
And that's how the music goes. That's how we clean together. We all got our own ideas. We all got our different ideas. Everybody does. Each man, you can't tell what's on the mind of the next person anyway. You know, we got our different ideas. When we clean together, it's like a big bond. We just cling like, that's it.
You know, and this is black music. This is our young black brothers out there that's trying to do something constructive. You know what I'm saying? You gotta show them love. You gotta make them feel like they doing something. Don't just make them feel like they are failures, because that's what they get in their neighborhood every day.
It speaks for itself. We just hype as is. We the hypest group out there. No one can mess with our hypeness. And yo, we just, when the camera rolls, we just lose it. You know? We just being ourselves, which is just naturally wild.